Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another weekly episode of the Interconnected-ness, a weekly oracle series. I am the Memory Astrologer. In this weekly message, excuse me everyone, I apologize for not already being prepped and ready. But this weekly message is for October 10th through October 16th, 2022. All right, you all, please remember to thumbs up this video. Send and share this video with people who make you feel good. People who can, oh my goodness, people who continue to allow you to grow and blossom into the person that you are destined to be. Send it with those groups, organizations, and people that allow you to grow and to nourish the person that you are destined to be, but also who you allow and you give the honor and to do the same, to grow to the highest person, to the highest idea that they can be. All right, you all, please remember to subscribe, and turn on the ringer so that you can hear when the messages are being dropped. All right, you all, please remember to do your 3 deep cleansing breaths in from your nose and slowly out your mouth. To be open, to be aware, and to be ready for this weekly message. All right, you all? Alrighties. Please remember that the freebies have already dropped on Patreon. The full moon notes are there. The extended will be up today. Please remember to come on over to the Playful platform of Patreon, on over to the Memory Astrologer side. All right, you all? If you would like to send a love offering 2 times, if you would like to send a love offering, the link to the link tree is in the description box below. Or if you would like to send a something on the wish list, the Amazon wish list is in the link tree link in the description box below. The Patreon link is in the link tree link in the description box below. But it is also in the description box below. All right, you all? All right, you all? All right, you all? Alrighties. So something that I wanted to say, because the Aries full moon did happen. There's a lot of things going on in our head. Probably a lot of communication, a lot of thoughts, a lot of downloads. So I just want us to be mindful that take it slowly. Don't get overly angry when you can't communicate your words. Just think about it, write it down. I don't know, text it to yourself, break it down and compartmentalize it however you need to. I feel like once you get an understanding of how to do that, it'll be kind of, faster, more reliable, and more understandable. But, you have to do the try it out process, trial and error process. But ultimately, let's get into this weekly message. I was trying to find actually which card set I should use, right? And then this card set was the only card set that was looking at me, and I was like looking away, and it was like looking at me. So when a situation is looking at you, or an opportunity is looking at you, right? We're not going to be like hesitant about ourselves. We're not going to be hesitant on like, is it the time? Are you sure? We're going to trust the moment and keep going with it, okay? Trust the moment and keep going with it. Maybe, it's something there that we're not really seeing for ourselves, that we need to see a better situation or from a different perspective. Ace of club, ace of club, ace of spades reverse. But it kind of looks like it's being given to us. Yeah, it is being given to us. I like it. You feel me? So, no sun reverse. It's upright. Let's go. Yes, that clarity, like when it comes to us, let's be prepared for it. Because look, we're given this sword, right? We're given this weapon, right? We're given this tool, right? So how are we going to use the tool? You feel me? There's a whole bunch of almost a weaponry, gardenery. There's a whole lot of forage that hasn't been, an area that hasn't been developed. So with this, we know we got to kind of do a little trust and a little knowing of strength, internal strength. Also using, like, I don't want to say our animal senses, but like our outer awarenesses, our external awarenesses. And what is that? You feel me? Our skin, our tones, we can hear things. What is it saying? Saturn, where's Saturn at? Wherever Saturn is, we got to pay attention to that. So I will look at Saturn and I will post it in the comments. But yeah. From here, I'm doing a card and a self-care card. We're out, all right, you all? All right, you all. All right, let's get the weekly message. Okay, one more time. Okie dokies. Alrighties, what is the weekly message? Alright, yeah, that head, we're gonna be having a whole lot of thoughts. Head sensitivity, period. A whole lot of thoughts. Head sensitivity like crazy. I would pay attention to that, what the conversation is, what's going on in that moment, and write that down. Ace of Diamonds. I really like this because it talks about strategic movements. Okay, the world is here. And when I think of the world, I'm not really a tarot reader. I'm strictly playing card reader. I think of like universal understandings, universal awarenesses that are growing. So with here, it's giving like an awareness to the outer picture. But here, you also need to be awareness of your own internal need. What do you need to survive? What does that look like? What does survival look like to you? What does strategizing plans for your own importance? What is important to you? How do you discover your own importance? How do you discover your own internal needs, internal values? Oh my goodness. And how can you be more aware of that? This is the growing of awareness. This is also the growing of inner divinity. This is the putting in the devotion to self. You know, when I think of this, I think of reuse, recycle, the other R, I don't know, can't think about it right now, but I'm thinking about Earth Day. I'm thinking about looking at where we were, looking at where we currently are, and thinking about, you know, optimum health of current self. But also, what does that look like? That is really putting the work to understand who you are. This is a diamonds card, so diamonds in the regular playing deck. I'm thinking, why in my head I'm saying black, but you know it's red. You know it's red. So this is like internal, out, external. So how can you see yourself currently? What does that look like? How can you look at your current needs? What does it need to you? What does it define in you? The full moon notes go real more deeper into this. But this is also being able to manage your money wise. You got to kind of be aware of, like, you know, what's going on. What's going on? The awareness of better ideas, of more strategies, of better habits. And to improve all these things, we have to ask ourselves, what is this improving? Why are we improving? What is the long-term goal? This is all about long-term and short-term thinking. And what does that look like? And when I like this, because each maturity we grow, each age we go up, we gain a new awareness, new levels of importance. So that was 60 for me. I was all into Care Bears and all that good stuff. And when I was 11, I was into like the Magic School Bus. But right now, I'm into like, you know, still the Adventure Time and like Steven Universe. But it's at a different level. But it's at a different perspective. You feel me? So who are you? What is of value to you? And this is a really good week to understand and get to know yourself better. Back in the deck is Nine of Clubs. Nine of Clubs is, I don't want to say divine intervention, but this is like understanding a different level, awareness of fulfillment, a different awakening, a different perspective of like desire. Once one has attained a certain desire or understanding, one is now able to move into something else, build better foundations, build off of that. You feel me? And to build off of that, we have to now ask ourselves, where do we want to go? What are our long-term goals? Okay? Excellent. This is also looking at the second level of independence. And that's really where you are, the second level of independence, getting to know the inner devotion of you, the internal devotion of you, your internal passions, your internal flames. What hobbies do you like to do? What religious groups are you a part of? What cultural spirituality groups are you a part of? And how has that impacted your viewpoint of life, viewpoints of survival, viewpoints of needs, viewpoints of like growth of self, growth of soul, but like also the fragility of self, the fragileness of self. I like this. This is like seeing self from like universally, seeing self from different perspectives, seeing all ages, and then like molding them, the integration of that. Wow. That's really a lot of honoring yourself, a lot of accountability for yourself, growing accountability. What does that look like? You know, when we grow accountability for self, this is a new level, a new layer that, you know, probably the previous generation didn't have the ability to. And from this, you know, what plans, what habits, what hobbies, what impacts, it's a word. What success are we implementing, which means setting, preparing, planning for the upcoming future. This is like, you feel me, not like reap your harvest, but like plan your harvest now to reap your harvest later. Where's the back here? Yeah, plan your harvest now to reap your harvest later. Yeah, I want us to be mindful of that. My percentage on my laptop is 5%, so we got to get going, you all. Literally get going, getting to know yourself better. So this is all about internal devotion and how devoted are you to yourself. Okay, that's the card. The card is plan a vacation. Plan a vacation is all about looking at the other perspective of yourself, your perspective from a calmer sense. Maybe your perspective in a new environment and seeing how you are engaging. The back of the deck is look for fairies, and that is the many opportunities, the many blessings, many ways of communication that the universe has with us, the creator has with us, the spontaneity of situations. And when we're not really, you know, awareness of the spontaneity of situations, we don't see that inner light, that inner flame, that inner flicker within us. But that kind of means we might have a limited perspective that we kind of need to release to allow a new perspective to come out, a new passion to be formed. But what is something that you want to accomplish? What is something that you want to try new? You want to try new, all right, you all? This would be a really good time for an astrological reading or to read the full moon notes that I've just dropped on Patreon, all right, you all? Have a wonderful week. Remember to define yourself, set better habits for yourself, but also grow your awareness to yourself. Who are you? What do you like? All right, you all. I love you all.